Welcome back, humans. I'm back once again. It's me, your boy Jaime, and it's Wednesday. It's your middle of the week vent session, and I'm excited today, man. Had some good action on Saturday. It was a great fight weekend, and there's another great fight weekend on the way this weekend. It was fucking awesome, man. There was a lot of action-packed shit going on. The circus of the political game was still going on. All this crazy shit was happening, but it was entertaining all the way through. You know what I'm saying? Good weather, weird weather. You know what I'm saying? Some people got some rain. We got some rain. Then some sun came out the blue. But that's Michigan. Like I said, we got some weird weather over here, man. Like I said, you just never know what's gonna happen. You got to prepare for whatever. Because it's gonna. I mean, it could be different all day. You know what I'm saying? Any day, you don't know what to do. But with all this political circuits going on, I don't know if you guys be getting those like. They try to get these random phone calls or these like random text messages on your phone asking you to vote, or they're like all these weird text messages that try to get you to like buy stuff or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man, they're kind of fucking annoying. I don't know, I can't stand it. I try to block all that shit. Now I got this thing that blocks them. I don't know if it works or not. We're about to see. But it's like all this political shit. You answer your phone or you block this unknown number, and they're like, we need your vote. I'm like, I ain't trying to hear that. Say that for somebody else. Because that ain't for me. I ain't doing it. I'm going to hang up on you. You try that shit again, I'm going to hang up on you. Or I'm going to answer it on here. Like, I might just answer it on camera. That might be awesome. And then just talk shit. Like, you're going to here to buy my vote? Are we negotiating? No. Is this a negotiation? That's what you could ask them. Is that what's going on right here? Is that what we're about to do? And then they got that scandal going on. The Biden scandal of the fucking people getting money, if it's true or not. You know what I'm saying? That's another good drama going down. It's fucking saying that he's been taking money. He's got pictures of him with crack or a crack pipe or something like that. I saw this one picture. He's laying in the bed. It looked like somebody just put it in the picture just to take the picture, man. I don't know. But I don't know either. You never know. But it's just a funny random picture to be caught slipping like that, man. You was sliding right there, boy. Catch you on one of them fucking, oh man, it's crazy shit what's going down. And then I got the president the POTUS fucking playing highlight reels at his fucking last rally and shit. Pulled up a video clip on a Jumbotron. It's like, damn, he's doing shit like we do on podcasts. Like, pull the clip up. You know what I'm saying? And he did it at his rally. It was funny as hell. It was fucking funny. And they say the liberals are going crazy. And I hate putting labels on all that stuff. But, I mean, I'm not the one who say it. I'm just repeating this. But they say they're going crazy. They're telling all these people that, like, they're jumping sides because these guys are talking about abolishing the Constitution. And I'm like, whoa. That's the damn. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about demolishing it. And they got this guy's wrote a quote. And it says something like, the American left should work toward abolishing the Constitution someday, either for a new document or a new democratic order without a constitution. And I'm like, wow, so does it mean like you can make the rules up as you go? I don't know, but that's kind of creepy. Like, I mean, that's a quote I read, that was somebody else posted that that these people are supposedly planning. I don't know what's going on, but they say that these guys are trying to just abolish it or something. It's kind of weird. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Those people you can't you trust in them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I was hearing on the news, man. I'm in the hip hop news about Tory Lanez. He got arrested for shooting the rapper what's her name? Megan Thee Stallion. I guess he shot her in the feet or some shit. And then he had to go to jail. And I seen this video where she was like crying. Like she was crying, she got all emotional. And she I guess confessed or ratted him out on the video or some shit about him shooting her in the feet or some shit. And now my man's locked up. And if he's got kids out there, he's got by his kids and shit. And the only reason I'm like a little upset about this is because I always hear and see all this bullshit. I don't know if it's true or not, but I always see this fucking shit about rappers like buying street cred. You like Tekashi, like that motherfucking asshole. That dude was going in gang hoods and giving these fools money and You know, they was all protecting him and shit, like letting him fucking jump around like a fucking idiot because he was paying their asses. And then he went and snitched on motherfuckers. And he went and snitched, like literally snitched on your motherfucking asses. And now everybody loves his ass still. Like, wow. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Shit's fucking nuts. So anyways, she supposedly says he shot her and all this kind of stuff. But what if, and now he's saying he got to make a statement finally. You know what I'm saying? And he says, you know, where he's been at and shit, locked up or whatever, or waiting trial. I don't know what's going on, but I know he's not at home or whatever was going on. I don't know if he made bail, but he got to make this statement, and he says he knows the truth. He says he knows the truth about the shooting. And so my thing is, what if he got chose, you know, if they have those like secret, you know, that secret conspiracy shit, you know, back in, you know, the entertainment biz, and she needed that street cred because she was cute or pretty and she could rap, but nobody's going to think she's from the hood because she ain't fucking got a scratch on her. You know what I'm saying? She probably didn't even have never had stitches or something. So my man was like, you got to get shot. You know, where are you going to get shot at? And she probably picked her feet. And my man probably had to do the job and shot her in the feet. And then when everybody started pressuring her or some shit, she went out and fucking snitched on his ass when it was probably all part of her record deal and shit to get her street cred. And I don't mean to offend nobody or anything. I just think there's a possibility of that for if he's saying something like he knows the truth and he did shoot her in the feet still, but he knows the truth, there's a possibility of him, you know, being part of that, you know, purchase street cred thing. He probably said, I'll fucking do it, and said, pow, pow, you know, real quick. Now you're a gangster, you know, because you got shot. That's what he probably told her. And then everybody sold it up, you know. But I think if you're a good enough rapper, it shouldn't even matter if you got shot or not. You know what I mean? If you got to determine how good of a rapper you are by getting shot, there'd be that'd be crazy. That's just dumb. That's just dumb. Not all street rappers got bullet wounds. They might have some wounds, but they're not all bullet wounds. In some sport news, man, it was a great fight night Saturday. It was a great sports night Saturday. So, man, Teofimo Lopez got into the ring with Vasyl Lomachenko, like I said before, and it was a great fight. And I was super surprised, man. I was super surprised because not only like did the kid outbox the dude, which I didn't think was going to happen. In the last episode with my wife, like I said, I picked him to lose in a decision. Like I was like, if it goes 12 rounds, Lomachenko can probably outbox him, you know? But hell no, man. He didn't let it go down like that. My man came out there and showed real technique, started boxing. The body shots was crazy. I mean, them body shots were, I think, a big factor, man. He was landing so much power on this guy. But I'm just saying, them body shots were brutal. And I think it was a big factor in the fight. But, you know, I was hearing Lomachenko's team. They were all saying, like, they were going to take him into deep waters because they never seen him go late in rounds and fights. And they were going to try to maybe win what they call the championship rounds. But he didn't let that happen, man. That kid came out there boxing. Every time my man would, like, try his, like, flurry and, like, he would try this, like, footwork because Lomachenko has amazing footwork. So then here comes Teofimo Lopez. He's like, man, I got footwork. And he came in there and every time, because, like, Lomachenko would, they called him the Matrix. That's his, like, nickname or whatever. He would, like, spin around a fighter so many times or like, you know, keep you spinning with that right foot and keep you going right or keep you going left and hit you with combos and keep you spinning. But that kid wouldn't let him do it, man. Every time Loma would spin, fucking Lopez was right there turning with him, man. He would, like, take that shit away, man. And he was just boxing, man, showing some real fucking, man, he looked like a fucking veteran fighter. A lot of people were saying he's like the next Roberto Duran. And I was like, I don't know, man. I mean, I could see it, but I mean, nowadays if I was somebody, you know, coming up and all that kind of stuff, I would take them people as idols and whatnot, but I would want to make the first me or whatever he was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would try to maybe, you know, but there ain't nothing wrong with it at all. But, yeah, he's fucking fought a great fight. Surprised the hell out of me, dude. Like, I picked him to lose if it went 12 rounds, and he ended up winning, like, most of the rounds of the fight. And, you know, they were saying, like I said, they thought that he was going to get tired in those late rounds, and he fucking flipped the switch on them. He ended up winning, like, the first half of the fight. First of all, like, I mean, I don't know what kind of, you would have to straight up win the end of the fight with something crazy for the judges to be like, okay, you win, you know, or this is a draw or something like that. One judge had it a draw, or somebody like that, or maybe one of the commentators did. Yeah, I think it was a commentator had it a draw, and I didn't see that at all. But being that it like those Vegas fights, man, you have some weird shit going on. Like I've seen a lot of fighters dominate a whole fight, and the judges just come out with this outlandish decision. I mean, the announcers flip out. You got Teddy Atlas. Like for the last couple fights that have been all shady like that, Teddy Atlas is great. He's always great for a soundbite if you ever watch boxing. And he's trained with all the greats, and he was a solo trainer himself. And he's got that old, like Mickey from Rocky, like Mick from Rocky type accent and shit like that. I'd be like, this is a travesty to the sport. He would just start tripping out and stuff like that. But like I said, he's always good for a good soundbite. But the fight was awesome, man. It was super entertaining. And then during that fight, I got to see a highlight of some kid in college named Trevor Lawrence out of Georgia Tech, man. I guess he threw like 5 touchdowns in the first half of this football game. And he's just chilling like he ain't nothing. Like, oh, whatever. It was fun, chilling. Blah. Like it was nothing. I was like, damn, dude. I was like, hopefully the Lions, they won Sunday, which I was hoping they weren't going to do. I was hoping they weren't. I want them to like have a winning season and shit like that. But after I thought they weren't going to do anything after the coach came out and said that they sucked when he came here. He said it right there. Like, I had lots of work to do. That's like a professional way of saying that you sucked when he came here. I mean, I disagree with it because we did have a winning record before he came here, and now we just pooped the chute down the memory slope of whatever a winning record could have looked like. But anyways, I thought they were going to, not play for him no more, and they were going to just, trash the season down. Like, we could have a shot to tank the season and have a high pick for this kid, this Trevor Lawrence guy. But it also scares me, this human, because even if we had the opportunity to get him, they wouldn't. They'd pick a guy you don't know. I've said it before. They'd pick some weird dude, Huey Blab, out of who cares? Out of who cares university. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it would happen if we got an opportunity. But I'm hoping maybe at the end of the year, if we do pull off a winning record, we would trade up. Maybe try our asses off to trade up to get this guy. Maybe keep Stafford for another year. Or like I said, maybe he wants to retire. Maybe he's got like retirement in his eyes. Or maybe he wants to play somewhere else for his last year or two. Or maybe this might be the end. He might just want to be like, he's already bought a house out of state. Maybe he just wants to just finish off and, go chill with all his giant paychecks from the Lion money, Or keep him for another year. Let him work with this young kid. Or try your hardest to get this kid. That's all I'm saying. The kid looks like the real deal. Looks like he's got it. Like, looks like he reads defenses. Looks like he got a great arm. Looks like he's pretty mobile. And so he's got a pretty look. The IQ looks good. So I'm hoping maybe they would take a shot for him. Or, like I said, we'll see what happens at the end of this year, because they got a few games coming up that look winnable, which could push our draft position down and all that stuff. But I'm just saying, maybe if the GM or whoever the hell makes that choice should consider trading up, starting to make moves early or something, man, because that kid looks like he's pretty good. And it would suck if y'all miss out on this kid. Make those damn loins a better team for the future. Man, oh man, oh man. So this Saturday is another great fight weekend coming up for the UFC. I think it's, I forget, 254 or, I don't know, man. There's so many fucking numbers, but we're in the 200 somewhere. And it's this Saturday. I've been talking about this fight too, but now that it's this close, they started the press conferences and shit this week and all the fucking face-to-face shit, you know what I'm saying, for Khabib or Habib Nurmagomedov. I don't know how you say it, Nurmagomedov. I don't know how you say his last name. And Justin Gaethje. Gaethje spells his name weird too, but it's Gaethje, I guess. It looks like Gaethje or something. And Habib's last name is like Nurmagomedov. I think Nurmagomedov, maybe. I don't know. I messed it up enough. But those guys are fighting Saturday, and man, they're fighting at 155. Khabib's like the man right now. Undefeated. Gaethje's making hella noise in the game with some big wins recently. And he had Ferguson step in from the last fight, or he was a step in for that fight. He came in and beat the shit out of him. And everybody was shocked about that. It was crazy, man. It was a bloody ass fight too, man. He's had that guy split open, dude. It was so gross. And right now with no crowd, like I said, you can hear the punches all crazy. You can hear the punches so nasty. I don't know if you guys are watching fights like me, but the punches are very, very filled with loud audio, and I love it. It's great ear candy. You know when you'd be watching a street fight and everybody be like, "Ooh, ooh," because them good ones be slapping. And now that there's no crowd, you can hear them suckers. You can hear them bad boys smacking the motherfucker. And the fights this Saturday, they're on Fight Island, and I'm excited, dude. I hope you guys are tuning in because it's gonna be another good fight weekend. I don't know who's all on the fight card or nothing like that, but I just know that main event's gonna be off the chain. This guy claims he's like a really good wrestler, that he's wrestled all his life, and which I guess his record, I guess he has. And Khabib did the same thing. You know, he's a wrestler, but I don't know, like, you know, who's got the, you know, whatever background. I think he was like a D1 wrestler or some shit like that. But when I watch his highlights, I've said this before, I didn't really see him on the ground too much, doing too much ground stuff. I mean, he's gotten a guy knocked on the ground and started punching him, you know, and knocked him out or make the fight over, you know what I mean, end the fight. So this will be really interesting for me to see. Like, is, you know, Khabib going to be able to get him down and do what he does? Because when he gets a guy on the ground, man, it's dangerous, man. He starts pounding the dude's face in and, like, boa constrictor your ass. Like, man, watching the guy's faces change in those fights when they fight that guy is crazy. Like, one guy, I swear, looked at his corner. Like, you could hear the coach yelling him to do shit. Pull your left arm. Do this. He's like, fucking do a cartwheel. He's like, roll this way. And I swear to God, like, he was just yelling, do a backflip. You know what I'm saying? Do a thingy. And my man looked over at his coach and did one of these. Like, all that was missing was him to flip him off. Like, fuck you, you come do it. And, man, that guy's just an animal, man. So this is going to be, they're both no joke. Like I said, that guy's got punching power like crazy. And I've seen some guys get through and connect with Khabib or Habib. And, you know, looks like he's been dropped back or get a little stunned or whatnot. So this guy's got some good enough power where he could hurt him. You know, he could connect while they're standing up. And he could fucking put the KO on his ass. You know what I'm saying? Or not. You know, or not. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? You never fucking know. Or there's a lot of people making all these speculations, you know, that this guy's going to destroy Khabib or Khabib's just going to dominate this dude. So there's only going to be one way to find out, if you ask me. So I think it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. So this will be this Saturday. I'm sure you'll hear me talk about it again because it's happening that day, you know, the next day, Saturday or whatever. But it's going to be a good fight. These guys are animals. And like I said, all the press conferences started happening. They were doing their little trash talking. There wasn't really too much trash talking going on because they both respect each other, which was kind of cool. I mean, they were saying what they want to do and accomplish type things, but they weren't like, you suck and you ain't shit or something like that. They were basically very respectful, you know, when they were talking to each other and whatnot. But what's his name? Gagey did say something that I thought was a little disrespectful when he said, like, the people that he beat wasn't shit. Like, that, so he's not he's saying his 28-0 record isn't, like, legit. But he said it in a way, like, where people took it like, oh, he just made a nice comment. And it was like an insult, kind of, because he's, like, 28-0 and could go down, like, in GOAT status, how people say GOAT. They're too lazy to say greatest of all time. Or you could just say all time. But everybody got to bring a GOAT into this. Make it all pagan and shit. Why y'all to fuck with the word all the time? Don't fuck with the shit. The GOAT. They had to go pagan on them motherfuckers. They can't just leave the GOAT alone. Leave the GOAT at the farm. Better all times. Let's go with all times. Just because it says greatest of all times, say it. Please. I'd appreciate it. A lot. Man, I don't know about you guys, but I have a weakness sometimes. Or, you know, like the sweet tooth weakness, or, you know, the thing you just, it's going to happen once you start. You're not going to be able to stop. But I have, like, do you have, like, a certain dessert that once you start eating it, there's no way you're going to fucking stop eating it? You're not going to You're not going to put it away, or you're going to go back to it about 10 times. You might as well grab the whole tub of ice cream or box of cookies or whatever it is you're eating. You know what I'm saying? And for me, one of them, I'll just give you, I got a bunch of those kind of weaknesses, but I'll have to go with one if I had to pick one right now. It's always like when it was like summertime, we'd get those little, they were like flavor ices or some shit. I think they're called flavor ice. They were like the ice cream flavors. They had like rainbow colors and shit. And you would just throw them in your freezer, and they come in like 50 in a bag or some shit, or 100 in a bag or something like. There'd be a bunch in a fucking bag, and they were like cheap as hell. It was like fucking bags of Kool-Aid and shit. And you would just freeze them in your freezer. Those damn things were my fucking weakness. I'll eat like fuck. As soon as I fucking eat one, I'm going back. I'm going back for like fucking two. Or I'll grab, then I start grabbing two at a time. Because then I make them all like slushies and shit, and I start eating them. And man, I'll eat like fucking 20 of them damn things. I swear. I don't even know, man. I can't control it once I open those. And that's just one of them. But if I want to stay on the popsicle tip or the ice cream tip or whatever, the twin pops. You guys remember the twin pops. They still have them. Those damn things, you're not going to just eat one. You're going to grab both of those. They're connected. And you got to break them in half. You're going to eat both twin pops. I don't care who you are. And so you might as well grab two twin pops. You're going to eat four right there because the purple, the red, all them colors are the bomb. Orange, you know what I'm saying? You're not just going to eat one. You got to bring both twin pops. I don't care who you are. Whoever you are, if you're breaking a twin pop and only eating one, I don't like you. Just kidding. I don't know. I'll be questioning you. You're suspect. You're a suspected human. I will suspect stuff from you, human. I wouldn't trust you all the way. If you just eat one twin pop, you just break it in half and put the one back. I'm like, what's up with this person? It's a twin pop. It's a fucking twin pop. You got to eat both twin pops, man. I don't care who you are. That's why it's a twin pop. They go together. Like twins. They go together. Double mint gum. There's double mints in there. Because they're together. It's a fucking twin pop. Eat it. Quit playing. So, on my last episode, we talked about, I had my wife on there, and we talked about the movie Misery. And we had a comment from somebody named Emily on there down in the comments, and they wrote another comment on there. And I just want to say, there's a reason it didn't get posted. I was trying to post it and approve it, but YouTube wouldn't because you wrote too many cuss words in it. You swore too much in there. I know we be swearing, but I must be some guideline or something. Because I read your comment, but they wouldn't let me put it every time I tried to publish it. They wouldn't let me put your comment on there. But I'm going to share it with everybody anyways. We can talk about it for a quick minute because I think you deserve to because you gave the time to watch us and, give your time and leave a comment and like and all that stuff. And I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody that comes by and checks out a little Meant to Vent, and hang out with your boy Jaime on Wednesdays and Saturdays. All y'all humans. All humans are welcome. Come check it out. So anyways, Emily, you're in her comment, she said, during the movie Misery, the lady in the book, I guess in the book, Stephen King wrote that she drugged him and shit, and she was like wondering, I was wondering the same thing. Like, did she had sex with my man? Did they do it? Did they bang? And, when the movie was going on, after rewatching it after so many years, and, being older and whatnot, I'm watching it a little differently with my old man eyes or whatever. No. But, so I'm watching the movie, and I'm like, man, I felt like there was a weird sexual tension on there, Especially when she said that, you don't love me the same, or you don't love me no more. She said some shit like that, and she pulled out a little pistol. She had a little snub-nosed Saturday Night Special in her pocket. So I thought, I was wondering the same thing. Like, I asked my wife, too. I'm like, man, in the book, I wonder if they banged. Because there was, like, right there, I felt like there was a weird tension, during those little, like, middle moments of that movie. Where she was, like, kind of opening up to him a little bit and all that kind of stuff. Made you wonder about her ex-man or whatever, of her ex-husband and all that shit. When he found all them fucking newspaper clips of all the people that died around her. And then she was killing babies and shit. I was like, damn. But I had the same thing that you were thinking about, Emily. I agree. I think they was banging, or she did something while they was knocked out, like while he was knocked out. Because he would be enclosed and he wouldn't be enclosed. And she probably cleaned him and stuff. So I don't know. There's a possibility there was like sort of non-misery stuff going on. She wasn't having all that miserable. or Like my wife said, her miserable ass. My wife always said that in there. It was kind of funny. So shout out to you, Emily. I appreciate y'all for coming through and watching us all the time. And I wanted you to get your comment and share it out there because YouTube had to, they said there was some of the words you were using they weren't allowed to put on there. So rather than have you edit it and all that kind of stuff, I just thought I would share it on here. So shout out to you for that. And I don't know if you guys can see my shirt. Once again, shout out to Detroit First Everybody. These guys hook it up with some nice gear. This is the Halloween shirt. And got the little D. It's like a bleeding D for where your heart is and all that. It's kind of sweet. And I like their gear. They got a lot of cool stuff and stuff. You all should check them out when you get a chance. So I was watching this thing on Netflix, and it was kind of weird. I'm not all the way done with it. I plan on watching some more. But it was like the most wanted people in the world. She was crazy, and I got to like the beginning, the first episode with some guy from Africa. I believe he was from Africa, and he was like, he's wanted for genocide. And they got like a big millions of dollars of a reward on him. And the guy was fucking crazy, man. He funded like this big genocide. Like, I guess, I don't know what he told the people, but he made this one city of people kill this other tribe. I don't know if they were a tribe or another village, but every time these people had to go through their city to go home and go back and forth through whatever they have to do, some people wouldn't make it home. These guys would stop them all and kill them all. And this guy secretly funded till they started finding all the paper trail and whatnot, started following the money, as they say. And he was buying all these machetes, man. They were showing all these like machetes after they stopped this thing that was going on where they were killing everybody every day. It was like piles, man. Like, I mean, I don't even know, man. I would say like as big as like a swimming pool size round, of the roundness. And they were over 3 feet high of just straight up machetes. And this guy paid for he was dropping like 100 grand on machetes, 300 grand on machetes. And they were dropping them in this village and just making these guys kill all these people, man. And they were just slaughtering them. And it was a little graphic, the first episode I seen. They even warned you in the beginning. But it was just really weird, man. I just, like all these people get to run so long, like that Epstein dude. Like they make these guys can just go on for so long because of the people they get connected with. You know what I'm saying? And they even gave that guy some exile in I think it was Sweden or Norway or something. But they didn't know what was going on. And they gave this guy sanctuary or whatever the word is. And they didn't until they found out what was going on. Then they made him leave and all that stuff. But it was just crazy how slow that information gets through on that scale when it's something that huge, when it's something on that scale and nobody even hears about it. And it's weird, man. Like just like this Biden shit that's going on, like all that scandal shit they're talking about. If they're going to be, using all this, they're using like their political power to do this crazy shit to break the law. And they're using our taxpayers to pay the bill to do all this shit. And I don't agree with that. I don't think that's cool that they can, just because you can do this and that. You know what I mean? Like, this guy has a bunch of money, so he can get away for it. He got away with it for so long, So I'm going to keep watching it. It's kind of crazy so far. I'm going to see what else is in there. And the first guy didn't let me down. It was pretty entertaining, wild, and interesting. It was just intense, too, because they show some graphic footage. Tell some graphic stories in really good detail and stuff like that. So I'm just, going to finish it and see how it goes, I guess. I started it now. I guess I gotta keep going. And I got a bad problem with that. Like, I'll start a series or something. I never finish them, like, ever. And that's rare when I do. Like, I'll watch one through and I'm like, all right, I did it. I made it. Like, I went through Alone. Like, I watched a bunch of Alone and made it to the current season, which that was fun. I got a little aloned out, though. I got all my alone that I need for now. I need to hang out. I got to find shows that's called hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're not allowed to hang out anyway. Because everybody's, you're starting to hang out a little more. But if you ain't in a rally for the Prez or something, you can't hang out as deep as that. They showed one person, some band stole mine and Will's idea, had people in the Bubble Boy suits at a concert. And they performed. It's all good. Y'all can have it. I'll let you have it. You just catch me on the flip side, all right? No. But yeah, man, I'll get fucking caught up in a series, and I won't ever finish them. Some of them I will, some of them I don't. And I think it's my I don't know, man. I like movies better. I don't know why, but some of them are good enough, like you're like, "Oh shit, I got to find out. Got to see what happens." You know what I'm saying? Like we watched one I don't even remember the name of, but it was pretty good. It was about a murder. Oh, that even narrows it down even more. My bad. So it was about like the guy. This guy was married. They had kids. He had an affair, and supposedly, the wife and kids ended up dead, so he could be with this girl and all this stuff, man. And I don't want to spoil too much, but like I said, I guess I spoiled enough. Damn, my bad. So, like I said, I like movies. It's really kind of tough for me to get into series sometimes, but I'm starting to get better at them. Like I like this chef show. Some people don't like it. I do. Only because I'm a foodie. I like food. Me and my wife like to get different recipes off the internet, and we like them for a while. So we'll start making them, and that'll be one of our like regular dinners throughout the week or whatever. It's kind of a fun thing to do. So I like kind of a lot of them cooking shows and barbecue shows, stuff like that. In some other news, I guess there's supposedly some asteroid coming at Earth again. Seemed like there was one coming at us like every month this year. It was like the you-know-what came, and it was like all of a sudden like God was just throwing rocks at us and shit. Like, I'm going to hit y'all motherfuckers with one of these. So he was just like, oh yeah, shoom. Oh yeah, shoom. And he's fucking like looking, and, whoever the catcher is behind God and behind Earth, he's fucking giving them the wrong signals and shit. These guys are arguing. So this time, it's supposedly going to hit this time. So he got the right pitch. God got the right pitch lined up. And supposedly it's supposed to hit us like the day of the election or the day before the election. Like it's predicted. Like, all right, somebody's going to hit us. You know what I'm saying? So God's going to hit us with a rock this time. He's going to catch our ass. But he's been missing, man. He's been throwing them from long distance. I'm telling him to scoot up. You know what I'm saying? Scoot up a little bit. Just like when you choke up on a bat. You got to scoot up. It'll help you aim a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody going to say nothing. You God. You're allowed to do that shit. I bet you all the aliens right now, like, if, all the aliens around here on Earth, hanging out with us humans. And y'all know who you are, aliens. Don't even act like us humans ain't recognizing y'all. But anyways, we're okay with it. You know what I'm saying? We're okay with you guys. For now. No, I'm just kidding. For now. If y'all don't start giving us some of this technology, damn. But anyways, the aliens are probably laughing their asses off watching this political shit going on with these guys. Our prez, the POTUS out there doing these crazy, like, sold out concerts and shit every time he does a rally. And fucking sliding out there, fucking talking to nobody, playing charades with like 4 people. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't hear him how far back they are because they're all scared of him and shit. So he's out there doing like hand fucking puppets and shit. You know what I'm saying? He'll be like, what? Oh yeah, and like Biden, like, or whatever, him and her, like him and his Harris, they both like say whatever you want to hear, like right wherever they're at. So if you're in a town where they need oil, and you guys are talking about not oil, you're talking about just going electric and all that shit, and you go to that town where oil's at, like, man, you're talking about getting rid of oil. It's like, no, we're not. We're not gonna do that shit. Then you go to the other town, like, we're talking about free energy. Fuck oil. We want free energy. That's what we're gonna do. It's like that's what they're doing in every town they go. You know what I'm saying? And then our POTUS, like I said, he's having these sold out mosh pit concerts out there. We can't have full football stadiums. My man's got about a football stadium and a half at all his rallies. And he's got everybody getting ready. They're like crowd surfing at his fucking rallies and shit. He's fucking like, you all love me. You can't do nothing about it. You can't help that you love me. He's fucking crazy. And he's talking about, I'll kiss everybody on one of his fucking speeches. He's like, I'll kiss you and the babies and you, and I'll kiss everybody. He's like, I'll kiss everybody. Doing his fucking clay shapes and shit. Claymations. Making fucking sculptures. And recently he fucking put a video up. He was all, like I said, he put a fucking video clip. Pulled the clip up. That's what he's like, here's a play. I did a Broadway play or some shit. And I'm really good at it or some shit. And he's, nobody does it better than me. And so he put a video clip of them guys talking about where they are going to get rid of oil and go electric and stop fracking and do all this other shit. And when they're telling everybody they ain't. And so it was just really funny when he played the video. So he pulled them up on a big screen and dude, it's just getting so weird. This is so weird. We do need this rock to hit us before the election because shit is just weird. So make sure the aim is good and I'll be, I'll hold some lights up and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll try to help you aim. I'll turn my Christmas lights on or something on the day before the election. Help you aim that rock. Help you aim that asteroid that's coming. Because we need things to shake up a little bit. Maybe we wouldn't give a shit if something like that happened. But it's getting crazy. Everybody's getting all hostile. The next debate's going to come. And they should just let him fight. It's just let him fight. Biden always says he wants to beat him up and be a bully and shit. He's like, I want to take him in the back alley and whoop his ass. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if you remember when that one election, somebody tried to jump on the stage when Trump was on doing his campaign. I think it was when he won, when he won back then in 16 or whatever. Somebody tried to go up on stage. Looked like Trump moved real quick. He turned around and was like, pff, turned around quick like, boy. Like he was about to throw and swing at my man that jumped over to try to touch Trump. So you never know. I mean, he might be able to fight. You ever see him do his little punches when he's dancing? He's like, you ever see that shit? That could hit Biden in the face. He could rock Biden with that shit. And you see him doing that fucking little dance moves and shit. That's like sweeping the leg. He's probably watching Cobra Kai at home. He'll kick his ass. Or not. Maybe Biden will come out like Rob Barker and shit and Happy Gilmore. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want the whole thing. The price is wrong, bitch. And start fucking Trump up. You know what I'm saying? I might not be able to talk back and whoop your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that shit. And I still think they're speeding up all his commercials on the radio. He sounds like super smooth, man. He's just like, oh, I'm going to do this and this and this and this. But then live, he's like, you'll find out after the election. I ain't talking shit. You know? That's going to be his next speech after a while. Because everybody that does show up can ask him questions. He's just going to be like, and I'm here to get your vote, and you'll find out what I want after the election. That's what's going to be happening with his punk ass. He'll be like, after the election, you'll see that I'm going to change America. After the election, after I win, you'll see that I will change America. That's what I feel like he's doing. It's funny, man. Just keep flip-flopping on that shit. Well, if you guys enjoyed this episode, hit me with a like and subscription. I would really appreciate it. And you can catch me every Wednesdays and Saturdays. And also, don't forget, this Friday and next Friday before Halloween, I'm doing my drunken Halloween stories. I made them up. They're just for you. I'm sharing with all the humans of the world. Make sure you tell your friends. Don't know how good they're going to be, like I said, but they will be. They will be. Don't know how good they're going to be, but they are going to be. And that'll be Friday night and next Friday night. But, yeah, I hope to catch you guys there. And this has been another episode of Meant to Vent. Till next time, humans. See ya.